it's going to be a very short meeting briefing for August. This is organized by Dry Fasting Group, particularly Dry Fasting. That's why we're here. And we didn't have to broadcast it in any other group. We just did it for Dry Fasting Group because this is where we began. We can't forget our beginning. We can't forget our beginning. So it's our root. Actually, I've also realized that autonomous lifestyle is just which English word should I use? It's like a developed dry fasting. It's something like that, yeah. If you have known about dry fast, it's easier to do the autonomous lifestyle. But if you have not yet known about dry fast, it becomes something very abnormal. You can even think that it's not possible. It's like impossible. So from the information I've gathered from here and there, I've realized that we are, it's like, today I want to be very frank people with you. I want to tell you everything the way I feel I should speak. No hiding, total transparency. It is, it's as if we are in a journey of discovery. As we have that heart to pursue, we get new things. When we were starting, the only thing I was thinking, the only person I knew was Dr. Finelov. And it was dry fast. And it was 12 days maximum. Then suddenly I learned about Satmaga. Satmaga goes to 21, 40, 50. And it was like, we were even struggling with it as a group. We had to go back to our reference, and that's Dr. Finelov. We had to ask him, is it really possible? Is this thing really safe? And Dr. Finelov, you know his answers. I'm not going to talk for him. You know how he answers those. Sometimes he criticizes people. So, and we were like, okay, Satmaga is now final. We knew that now the only person who has now done a 40-day fast, the only person who has done a 50-day fast dry on the face of the earth is Satmaga. So I'm like, this thing just unfolding with time, slowly, without us guiding, without even knowing what is going on. And then suddenly now we are now in autonomous lifestyle. And autonomous lifestyle now we are all sleeping. Haton, welcome. And it's like, okay, yeah, things are different. I think I
he doesn't like creature. He doesn't like
mute somebody. So this other side, everything is now like, wow, another world altogether is opened to us. So we are step by step, but it's not our guidance. The way I've already understood this thing is not totally, even it's not in my control. This thing is totally in the controls of God. I told you that about 2 years ago, I had a vision. And there's a way God talks to me through dreams, those prophetic dreams. So he came, literally told me, in 2 years' time, mark the date. I have the book. I told you one time, I'll show you. I wrote it here in this book. This is my 2019 diary. I don't know if that 2019 can be shown here clearly. It was 2019 diary. So I wrote it here. And he said, he used some words. He said, write it down. You are going to you are going to have a course. Just 1 minute. Just interrupted again. Sorry for that. So I wanted to read for you what this prophetic word is, so that we can flow. And that's why it's good you know where we are coming from and even where we are going. And this prophetic word had a timeline. Today I'm going to share also the same thing to you. He said, within a 2 years time. So the time is ending, and that's why I'm feeling like I need to hurry. The time, I'm not here forever, doing this thing forever. I don't know what is going to say next after this time. I only have 3 months. Said October. By October this year, it's like I've finished my duty on doing what I'm doing now, broadcasting these things to the ends of the world, wherever people that can hear and reach it. So I don't know if I'm going to get it very fast. I didn't prepare so well, but I'll be searching for it step by step. When I get it, I'll read it for you. It's somewhere in my diary here in October. Let me just get October. Yeah, I got it. This one I wrote in October to, this is 25th October 25th. I don't know if my camera can show it right there. 25th October. This is 2019 diary. In 2 years' time, you will be known worldwide. The impact you cause will be known in every corner of the world. And then he asked me some questions and also talked about the money. Don't worry about money. It's there. I'm not going to go to those questions, though he asked me some questions. I can ask, well, I can say one. He asked me, are you married? Yet I'm married, but he was asking me, are you married? At this time, I'm living like a halfway celibate because my wife is in a city. I'm in the up country. So I am staying like alone. Most of the time where I'm making these recordings, I'm alone. And this place is close to the wilderness where I go and fast. The places where I always go with some few people. I take 2 or 3 people. You are seeing it the other time when I shared with you the pictures there. So it is timed within this time, 2 years, and that will be ending in October 26th. And for me, I don't want to do something that God has not sent me to do. So after 26th October, I think I'm going to be inactive unless I hear again what else I need to do. But up to where I've reached, with every information we have gathered together with you people, we have been here in a journey. I've realized that you people are pioneers, not me. This thing is from God, but you people have been walking with me, going with me this path. You are pioneers. And pioneer means you have the first-hand information for your nations. Me, I don't want to be in control. I don't have to be a person who is like, I'm the leader of the group. I don't know. No. I want you people to learn what you can learn so that you can be a blessing to others. When you get so much organized, you can also organize your groups. Start to be a group admin in one way or another, even WhatsApp. The way you feel, you are called to do it. You have gotten very important information. And the other thing that I needed to let you know today is that all these things, we are spiritual beings. I'm talking from a spiritual perspective. I'm talking from a biblical perspective. So we are spiritual beings. And in spirit, there is total freedom. The freedom we're talking about in autonomous lifestyle. There is total liberty in spirit. There's no bondage. There are no things like some laws that tie. There are laws of the spirit, but those laws are freedom laws. Laws of joy, laws of peace, those things that are making you free, not tying you, not binding you. And with that, connected with what I'm saying, I wanted to also bring to your attention the things that I've already learned, that I'm also seeing going together with the Bible. I came from a biblical fast. That's how I came to your scene, where I came to your to the YouTube. Every now and then, Arik was interviewing me after some fast for 5 days. He will be interviewing me, and that I was talking about Bible fast. That is what I've been living for, Bible fast. But then I've realized that what we have in the Bible, if you check carefully, you're going to see. Look at a point where Elijah. This is what is most interesting for me with the autonomous lifestyle. Now I'm comparing two. Elijah takes a meal, goes for 40-day walk, walking nonstop, 40 days a night. Then he meets God in Mount Horeb after 40 days walk. Look at what they tell us, they're teaching us now. For you to do autonomous lifestyle, you have to be active. They told us the secret is dance, walk, be active. Are you getting the way it is? So I'm like, okay, so it has been in the Bible here, but we're not been seeing it this way. All along, I've been struggling with this Elijah walking. Me, I always thought the fasting should be the way Moses did, where you go into the mountain, you stay there and fast, and wait and wait and wait. But Elijah fast is exactly autonomous lifestyle, where he's active. I can see Aranka is jumping somewhere up there. Active dancing. Yeah, it's the secret. As you are fasting, you're not eating, you're not drinking, just being active like that. And you know, if you come back to our Christ, the Christ way, you find that Christ was telling us, watch and pray, watch and pray. There's nowhere where he's encouraging sleep. Watch, and the activity is what? Pray as you're watching. I'm also seeing that with autonomous lifestyle. Keep your eyes open. be doing something. For us Christians, we now convert it to prayer. If you have time, meditate. You have time, do something that is going to activate your spirit. Activate your spirit. What if you feel weak while you fast? It makes it difficult to be active. Yeah, I understand you, but when you are starting, you start small. Starts with short days, like 3 days. Then you'll develop it to 5 days. That is just to prepare you. But target something bigger, something higher, some other numbers there. We have 7, 9, 10 days. So when you feel you are not very active, don't force it. It's something that you should flow with. You can write. There are some artworks that people do. People who have been in those seminars, they know there are some things, the activities that you can do that can make you become active, that are not so much physical. Now, I also wanted to bring to your attention what I'm comparing in the Bible with what we are being taught about autonomous lifestyle, where Christ would be preaching. If you remember when he was in Jerusalem, he would be preaching the whole day or teaching the whole day. Then the whole night he's in Mount, Gethsemane? He's in Gethsemane praying the whole night. Then he comes back again the whole day preaching, active 24 hours, praying the whole night, the whole day teaching. So I get these things are in the Bible. That's what I've just has opened my mind. Like, okay, this thing has been in the Bible, but we have not been seeing it this way. So for you as a Christian, a person who is doing this for spiritual purposes, especially from Christian perspective, you have all you need. You have all we have, especially the knowledge side. We have all we need. I hope I'm flowing. People are able to hear me. Now I need to. I introduced my guests. I invited my guest here, and I'm so happy with Elaine and Aranka. Congratulations. You people have done it so well. 9 days done. We really want to hear from you, your journey. What were your challenges? Before I can conclude with these other things, I wanted to also let the people, the group people, members know. So who is going to start the talk? Is it Elaine or Aranka? Maybe Elaine. Elaine can start.
Okay, sure. So what would you like me to share?
Maybe just from the beginning, how what motivated you? How did you learn drive fast? And now you are able to do it 9. Before you did 9, before you did 9, what was the amount of the times that you were able to fast? The maximum before you reach 9, things like that. Yeah. To encourage, you might not know, let me just let you know, it is going to be very important for another person. There's some people who are still struggling. They're even wondering, what is this? Because if every day we just bring Dr. Finalo, nobody's practicing. They don't see this is real. But now we have people who are doing it themselves. Now this is your real testimony. That's how I can say it in the Christian way. Your real testimony. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm 54 years old. I got into this fasting lifestyle 3.5 years ago, and I started with the master fast system, which is, sorry, are you still there? Someone called me, which is grape juice and lemon based system. So I did that for a while, and part of it is dry fasting. So I started with a daily intermittent window of 12 to 15 hours, 24 hours a week. And I worked my way up to 3 days a month. That took me about 2 years to get up to 3 days a month. And then just this past year, I did a cascade fast where I would do dry 1 day, wet 1 day, dry 2 days, wet 2 days, dry 3 days, wet 3 days. And then I attempted to get up to 4 and 5 days, but I couldn't do it. So I took a break for a couple of months, and then I did a 5-day dry just before Svetlana's first workshop. Then I joined her workshop, and I wasn't able to do another fast because I had just done a 5-day dry, but I got a lot of really good information. So then I just completed a 9-day dry, and I was absolutely astounded that I could do it, but I had like really strong motivation. I had my list, why I fasted. I would read it every single day, and I would I learned a lot from this group. Like I did exercise every day. Aranka helped push me to. I didn't want to. My energy was slowly going down, but I forced myself to go for daily walks to rebound. And I also made dinner every single day. And I was able to do all that. It kept my energy up. I lost my voice, by the way, on day 7 of the dry. So it's just starting to come back now. My heart rate stayed steady, 60 to 68 beats a minute. My ears were plugged every day. I had dry, gritty eyes by day 5, very white tongue, very thirsty the whole way through. That was pretty difficult. I went down to 95 pounds and I'm 5'7", so I'm pretty skinny. I have a section on my lip. I think it's gone now, but it started to turn purple and it went down into my skin. And one of my whys for doing this is I have a shoulder injury. It's still not healed, but I have faith it's going to keep healing. And I was extremely sensitive. My emotions were all over the place. One minute I'd be so happy and joyful and grateful and loving, and the next I'd be snapping at my husband just like that and angry. So that's kind of what I went through, and what I've noticed about this fast and my last 5 days, both fasts, right on day 5, I was hit with some really challenging news. And it almost felt like the universe was just pulling up darkness. Like the last fast, it was really challenging news about my daughter, my parents, and my husband. And then this one, it was about work and whether or not I'm going to be allowed to work. And so like this darkness came up, and I remember thinking, oh no, I'm supposed to be calm during a fast and I'm not supposed to get worked up, but it is what it is. And it's happening for a good reason, I'm sure. What else can I tell you? Oh, a couple of things that I've noticed since I broke the fast is, one, I had pretty severe spider veins on my lower legs, and they're pretty much gone. And also my skin, I'm very fair. You can't really tell because of the lighting, but my skin looks darker. My teeth are whiter, and my hair feels really lovely. Like, yeah, I can see some differences. Obviously I still have work to do around my voice box. Is there anything else I could share that would be helpful?
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just overjoyed. You are able to identify those changes one by one, even the most little one. That is very important, very important. And the other thing that I need to encourage you with, the shoulder issue, Dr. Finelov encourages us that even after the fast, the healing process doesn't stop. So what he says is that you make sure you don't take beef. Immediately you take beef, it stops. That's the secret. Yeah, that's the only thing that he says, don't take beef. These are the things he has no problem with. The healing process is quite long. It will keep going, keep going, keep going. So keep your diet clean, without any beef. Thank you.
Thank you. No beef.
Yeah, I'm so happy with you, Elaine. Let me tell you the truth. You have really impressed me. And I know that even what you have done, you see what happens as you're doing this thing, you are also opening your spiritual world. And most of these are the things that control us are from spiritual world. So you will see the results, not immediately, as you are saying. You have already seen the physical changes immediately after the fast, but over time, you will be seeing some changes, positive, good things. You may not see them immediately after the fast, but take time. You'll be able to see. Just be sensitive. You'll be able to tell this one is a change. This is a very positive one. So thank you and congratulations. Did you people enjoy her testimony? I call it testimony. Did you people enjoy her testimony? And if you have any question, you can ask her. She's still here. Then we come to Aranka. And Aranka will be handling also some issue here. I know she knows it often, even if I didn't prepare her. colonics. Aranka has some knowledge about colonics. She'll also take us through that a little. If you have questions for Elaine before we go to Aranka, any question?
Oh, hi, can I have a question?
Okay, ask please.
What is your diet? What you eating or drinking when you're not fasting? And how did it change the fasting, your relationship with food?
Awesome question. So how I eat, I follow the mucus-free living diet. So what I do is I usually try to have a dry fasting window and break by about 11 every morning. And then I start my day with juice, fruit juice. And then the next thing I do is I'll either have a smoothie or fruit. And then near the end of my eating window, which I try to stop eating by 7 every day, not always successful, I usually have salad, maybe a nori wrap with just salad inside. I eat almost mucus-free, no fat. Sometimes I have durian though. That's my only little bit of fat. I don't eat any salt, no oil, no water, mainly just fruits and vegetables. That's it. And how it's changed through fasting is every time I do a longer fast, my eating gets a little better and the swinging goes down a little bit. So I have had my struggles with binging at the beginning, and it just slowly gets easier and easier. I hope that answered your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Definitely no beef, Elaine, right?
No beef, no beef over here.
It's been like 30 somewhat years for me since I touched animals. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. For me, it's been 3.5 years.
Very good.
I was a sad diet eater before I started this lifestyle. Thank you so much, everybody here. Really, it's like what you were saying, Frederick. It reminds me of the whole 4-minute mile concept. I never would have thought that I could do this if I didn't see other people doing it. Specifically, Aranka did her 9-day right before me, and it just blew me away. I thought, well, then, I can do this too. So it really makes a huge difference. Thank you.
Hearing from others' experience. Thank you. Thank you.
Very important. Yes. Can I just make a quick suggestion? Judith, change your name, because otherwise everybody calls you Kelemen. That's your last name. On your phone, change your name. I know you're in Budapest, or?
No, I'm from Pennsylvania. I'm Hungarian.
Yeah, but if you change your name,
okay.
or switch it around so that you don't call you Kelemen, or unless you like being called Kelemen. Yeah, the name is Judith. Yes.
Yes.
Nice to see you. Yeah,
wow, Aranka, it's your time now. You share what you feel you can share with us, your journey.
Yeah.
How
on my 40th birthday, I woke up and I said, I can't be living this. This is just horrible, bad. And I turned raw. My whole family, we stopped eating everything and just ate raw fruits. My kids were crying, 3 kids. But they came along, and salads and nori wraps. And so I raised them raw for a while until their dad took over. And basically followed Arnold Ehret mucus-free diet system for almost 10 years. Professor Spira and Brother Air, perhaps you guys remember him. Lots of lemon enemas, and I certified myself as a colon hydrotherapist because I truly believe that all disease starts in the colon, simply because we put items that are way too long inside us that should exit. Everything that you put in should exit. Then it's harmless. But because it doesn't do that, it sits in the largest intestine at the bottom, ascending transfers and descending. And so I took up colon hydrotherapy, and I can do it at home myself, but I also used to do it for other people. I think it's just like Gino would say from MFS, every hospital should have a colonic specialist. And before they touch that patient, wash his colon out. 80% of the cases are solved. No more high blood pressure, no more sugar issues. It's just simply that impacted matter in the belly that is causing a lot of problems. Yeah. So my big thing is colon washing. And then I thought, maybe it's enabling me, taking the pain away so that I'm not learning my lessons. Do you understand that? Like sometimes when you eat bad foods, and then you wash it out, oh, okay. It's like almost like a bulimia. Instead of coming out from the front, it comes out of the back. And so I kept washing, like completely washing. I can fill my tummy up with 4 liters of distilled water and just bring everything out, all the nooks and crannies completely. But that led to allowing myself to eat not so optimally from time to time, as emotions rise up and down. My life is pretty good, but I do have some fair share of stress, usually monetary stress, because I like spending money and I don't make enough. So there it is, yeah. And the dry fasting. See, Arnold Ehret never talked about what kind of fast he really recommends. He just told you to eat really well, go towards fruit, but start with cooked veggies because that will help you satiate. And then once you're on fruit, you can do nothing. So basically, he was a dry fasting teacher, not a water fasting person. But I did, for some reason, gravitate towards water fasting. So every year, twice a year, I would do between 16 and 20 days of water fast. But I did it mainly for vanity, again, just to get rid of excess pounds. And then I would go right back into mostly mucus free, but there were the odd noodles, odd olives. Well, actually, I love olives. Cucumbers are good. Bread was my downfall, so I would go swinging quite a bit. And then finally it clicked that what Arnold Ehret is teaching is basically do nothing, meaning dry fasting. So I also joined MFS. I never did because the protocol is too harsh for me. Very sweet grape juice and alcohol-loaded tinctures, and it just didn't agree with me. But it's definitely the ticket for a lot of people to get out of their rut. And so I did dry fast 1 day, 2 day, and then I decided to do a 3-day. And just a little while ago, a couple of months ago, I did 5-day and then a 7-day. And then I said, okay, I was perfectly fine. Let's do a 9-day because 9 is a magic number. Ranjit, another fellow MFS girl, posted, you must do a 9-day before Easter 2022. And I said, okay. And I asked her why, do or die? Like, what's the urgency? She says, you guys been sitting on your rockers all these years and not do anything. So you must do a 9-day. It's special. It has a triple indication, like 999, 27 days, basically, if you do it right. And so I said, okay, fine. Next day, I started with a lady who was trying to heal from lots of things. I did it as a support for her. She said, come, let's do it together. And so we conversed together. She did it 5 days, and then she talked to Dr. Filanov, and Filanov advised her not to continue. I didn't talk to Dr. Filanov, and I just continued. But she's doing good. I mean, Dr. Filanov is great at what he's doing. He is lifting people up and making sure nobody gets hurt. I like to be adventurous, but my experiences during the dive fast, as if nothing happened. Honestly, nothing happened. There's nothing to report. I work as a very funny job. I house sit, I clean houses for people who I like, and they pay me well, so that I can buy my gadgets like iPads and and MacBooks or whatever. You know, I don't really need the money because I don't even eat, right? Much. So, and I also look after babies and dogs and cats. And so all throughout this 9 days, I actually cleaned 4 houses from top to bottom, scrubbed and bathtubs, reaching. I made it into an exercise, so constantly moving. And that's probably why I didn't notice that anything really happened. Around day 7, 8 is when I started dipping, and I kept listening to Anastasia saying that movement is the key. So I said, okay, keep moving, don't stop. And so even on day 8, I had placed a dentist, and I was cooking. Remember, I was showing you guys I was cooking beef, not for me, but for the kids. So there were smells and walking dogs that were pulling me double my size of the strength. And it was fun. And then I stopped because I talked to Svetlana, signed up for her 7-day workshop, and she said, you're going to get very weak very soon, around day 10 and 11. Stop now on day 9 so that you can participate and do it with us during a 7-day thing. I said, okay. And then that feeling also came around day 8 and 9, definitely, that where I could not feel my weight on the ground, which was really not, when I lie down, it was okay, but I hardly lay down. And there was not much sleep either. But when I was walking, I was telling Frederick and a couple of girls that I didn't feel my weight, like walking on the moon. And then Frederick was suggesting perhaps because I lost all that water, especially for my temples. I'm surprised how much water I held here, right here, protecting my temples. I can feel it in my collarbones, they're gone. I can feel every single bone. In my leg, I can feel the striation of each muscle. It's really interesting. Yeah. So overall, I highly recommend to push yourself a bit, and definitely movement is the key. The worse you feel, right, Elaine? The worse you feel, the harder you have to push. But that push just lasts like 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes, where you feel that you have to push against your wanting to sit down and out of that. And then what did Anastasia says 2 days ago? She says, don't breathe, hold the breath out. Like exhale and hold the breath out. And then pushing is much easier, like the Buteyko teaches. So then I was able to, like there's 40 stairs in this house where I'm house sitting right now, going up and down. And one of the dogs is 17-year-old, and I have to carry her up and down because she's a very attached dog. So that's what I'm being paid for. And I have no problem, no problem. And then I woke it with water. I decided to do a 4-day water after. And then now with signing up for Svetlana's workshop, she's sweet and all, but first few days I wasn't really jiving with the whole thing. So I couldn't get onto the dry fast again. So my body's right now telling me, oh, I want more cucumbers and even olives. So that's what I'm eating, cucumbers and olives. Oh, well, sinful of me, but I'll get through it. I'm gonna drag this beautiful lady, Elaine, again into an 11-day fast very soon. Yes.
Wonderful. And there's something that is coming to my mind when you're talking. Somebody has asked a question before I can tell you what is in my mind. Aranka, did you sleep? Did you do sleeping? I think she's asking about sleep deprivation.
No, I did, because I had to drive. I had to take I have to be responsible for children. I'm driving children in my back, right? I made sure that I always felt really, but there was no problem. Like there's no dizziness, there's no fatigue in the head. But my senses were very sharp. I could really easily see the traffic and react beautifully, like smoothly. So I knew I could drive, but I didn't trust the sleep deprivation, and for good reason, because I'm looking at Kamal. I'm not sure if he's here, and he tried 2 days, and at the end of the 2 nights, it just takes you over. We are not used to it. So, but it we're talking about 2 hours maximum a night anyway. So it's not much of a sleep. And I also meditate, and just, I don't know if I should brag about this yet, but I just bought my first Bible during this fast. I've never read a Bible in my life. I'm
Congratulations. You've made me so happy. Aranka, I love you in Christ love. Oh.
Oh, thank you. But and I got a very nice one that is easy to read, and so I started, and I also bought it on Audible and in an audiobook. And so during my diet fast, I would put it on and I would sit in meditation, listen to the Bible, and I would just drift off and then wake up again, pick up the words and think about it, and fall asleep. So that's what it is. Yeah.
Wow, wow. And actually we say when especially for Christian fasting, the word read, listen, you're doing
That's
the
what I
right
did. Yeah.
thing. Yes, you're doing the right thing.
At
Because that's
night,
where our strength is.
my eyes were very tired, and we also had lots of forest fires around. So the city is filled with smoke every second day. The eyes gets, everybody's crying because the eyes gets teared, and everybody's touching their throats. So it's advisable to stay indoors, but I really like being outside. So anyhow, so that was an extra challenge to read as well. But during a day, I read a few pages and then put it down and contemplated. So this is my first effort at understanding Jesus and who he was. Also coming from the yoga perspective, Yogananda, who also beautifully came to the United States in 1922 to combine these two beautiful traditions to make people understand that we are truly one, and this is just one beautiful way of expressing our humanity through legends such as Jesus and Krishna and Muhammad and whoever else there is that I don't know of. And yeah.
Wow. I've never listened. We have never talked this way. All along, it's always just being fed by these experts, and this is a nice talk. The other thing I wanted to tell you is about you might not see, but we are seeing. I don't know if you people are keen to see eyeballs. Your eyeballs. There's a change in your eyeballs, especially the one that outside here it's become so white. When you are talking and rolling them like this, we can see. we can see. The other thing is, I saw a person in Dr. Philo one time when we started to bring in patients. I think that was the first patient that he brought. Do you remember that guy that didn't want to walk with a stick? Do you remember him? When he grows old, he does not want to walk with a stick. So you might not see now. You might not see what you're doing for yourself now. But that's what is exactly in my mind. When you are getting older, you are not going to walk with a stick. You're not going to be this one person that is too giving people problems of being carried out from where, I don't know, you're getting into a wheelchair. I don't know. Your movement, your mobility is going to be perfect. And that's why you keep on doing the fast and also the exercises, that being active. Somebody has said, yeah, a lady say, I forgot to give shout out to fasting with Trevor. Really helpful. Yeah, I saw it. And that is why we are a community. We are actually, this is the idea I wanted to.
That's right. Trevor brought me here. Wow. Yes.
Yeah, Trevor's done very great work where you can contact him. He will give you guidance on what he can. He's doing it his way. That's why I was saying everybody has a gift, and now serve humanity with that gifting. Trevor can take you step by step, slowly by slowly, and you will understand each other. He's not a person who imposes his points. He doesn't impose it. He just says, he suggests, and keeps on going, and he will answer you. He will answer you, so long as you have in contact with him. We are a community group, a support group. We are not business. No. We are not here for business. We are here to support each other so that we can become the people who.
I did sign for the monthly contribution because I really felt that as a group we have expenses such as the Zoom perhaps, and translators who would like to get paid because they may not have the time or the interest to do it without some incentive because they need to make money. I ask money when I clean the house or look after the house, so it's fair. So I highly encourage everyone to jump in and do a $20 a month and $20 like
whatever you can
or 3 Starbucks trips or something.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. Anybody who has a question for the Aranka, you know, I'm just, it's like it's me and her. If you have a question, if you have a comment, you can ask her. And as you are preparing to ask, something is in my head. Transitioning from, because I've realized that yours was systematic. You are going, it's like you are developing from expanding the circle, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, then 9 days. Exactly. That's a secret anyway. That's a secret for somebody who wants to flow without feeling any. Yeah.
We're gonna
The
do
body-
11 days with Elaine and anyone else. I think Judith is there. The other Judith, I forgot her last name, but I think we only know her as Judith, right? Or she's a very easy faster. Elaine, do you know her? I think she's in here too. No, she's in the fasting group as well. It's a different Judith. No. Okay, and I thought, but she's doing 11 days, so invite her as well next time.
Okay. Okay. Good. Maybe I have not. It's just an oversight. Then the other thing I wanted to say. Well, somebody has a question. If you have a question for Aranka, because I was talking about those stages as she did her fasting. I needed to know if when you are transitioning from the 7th day to the 8th day, did you feel any difficulties, or you are just flowing the same way you were in day 2 or day 1?
No. Remember, on the 8th day is when I experienced my dip, and then I really had to think, use my head, which was very clear. Like there was no fogginess, but I definitely felt that my body is showing signs of, oh, I'm out of air. Oh, I don't have any snuff left. And that's when I kind of remembered Anastasia saying, just keep pushing, hold the breath out. So I did experience some difficulties day 8, but it wasn't big enough to make me quit.
Good. And the other thing, you were talking about the 9th day magic.
Yeah, it was fun.
Medically, Dr. Fidelov wants every one of the patients to reach the 9th day. He insists on from these 3 days up to 5. That was just to help for preparation and cure, help respiratory issues. It's not really the real fast. So you people have done 9 days, even according to Dr. Fidelov, you have completed. You are complete. So the next stage, maybe the way you are desiring, you want to go.
I thought he was pushing for 11 days, Frederick. Doesn't he push for 11 days?
I don't know, between 9 and 11. He says,
okay,
as long as you reach 9, maximum rest at 11. And I remember the other time he was talking to you about when you were saying you want to do autonomous lifestyle. He was saying, wait, I'll talk to you the 10th day. Do you remember that?
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't have the 10th day, I couldn't do it. Well,
okay,
I didn't.
Elaine has some questions.
Yeah. I have a question. What do you mean by 9 days equals 27 days?
Remember how Ranjit runs into 3s? So a 9-day fast is basic dry fast done really well and with the right mind and the right heart and the right body, then it equals to a 27-day dry or a natural state, whatever that is. She might be just playing on our ego or something, but she just wanted to put the fire there that once you do a 9-day, 27 will be not far away.
Thanks.
And also comparing it with water. Yes, they say 1 day dry fast equals to 3 days water fast. So if you have done 9 days, it's like a person has done 27 of them. Actually, it's even better because somebody was also calculating saying that if you reach after the 5th day, it is not even now 1 to 3. It's like now 1 to 4, 5, something like that.
Yeah, I did a lot of water fasting, and I know that I didn't have the same mind frame of keep pushing and movement. So by day 16, I usually could hardly lift my arm. Look, I was teaching yoga, hot yoga in a very hot room, 45 degrees or so. And it's a 90-minute class, and I'm the teacher. I have to keep going and walking around and talking, meaning talking. Bikram yoga teachers talk a lot. And I remember day 16, I could just like hold on to the chair and try to say the command that I needed to do, but I wasn't able to walk even. on my water fasts.
Water makes you become weak. Okay, Judith wants to ask question. Judith, please.
Yes, I have a question. I remember when we did the sleep deprivation training course. Isn't that Svetlana said that if you do a 3-day dry fast combined with no sleep is equal like 5-day dry fast because it's more cleaning.
Yeah, she said that, but try it, Judithka. It's almost impossible in the beginning. To me, it is. Even like sleeping 2 hours for 9 days, well, or 6 days, even that was interesting. But as soon as I started drinking water, I went back to sleeping 5 hours or 6 hours. That's even a deeper conditioning than food and water.
Yes, I find it challenging too. So I did my best, but I had to keep working as well. And I slept like 4 or 5 hours the first day, and then I slept 1 hour the second day, and then again 4 or 5 hours. And then I went back eating and I had a long sleep again. So I'm very beginner in this area.
I'm looking
And also,
forward to, yeah.
yeah, also maybe, I don't know, maybe because as well as I had cooked food before the first day dry fast. So I don't know if that's affecting as well or not.
Did you do any colonics? Any larger? I'm not talking about enemas because enemas only get to the descending colon, but you really want to, did you do any colonics?
No, I haven't. I haven't done. I got the irrigator, like the enema stuff, but I don't do much nowadays. I much prefer some salt flush with lemon juice and salt. I've got
Yes.
a special recipe what I do, and then I can flush out all the intestines.
What's the recipe, Yurika?
This is different. It's not what this group says. Is you put in a half a liter of water. It should be high pH water, like 8.5, or if you
Right,
can get, and then put 1 lemon juice in that water.
But then you
and
just
then,
neutralize your pH.
and then put tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, and you do 2 liters or 1.5 liters of this juice. You can put more lemon if you want, so you can, and just drink this on the first day
All at once?
in the
Or
morning. But you have to be near the toilet because for 4 hours you're gonna go in the toilet and everything will come out. It also salt and it's dehydrating, so pink Himalayan salt I use. And yeah, that day is good to have like liquids because you need to have liquids, and then the second day you can start dry fasting. This
so
is what I used to do. That's my protocol. But
so for 1.5 liters is the most that you would drink in one morning?
yeah, 1.5 liters or 2 liters.
So then it would
Yeah,
be then it would have 3 tablespoons of salt, right?
yeah,
Oh, that's a lot of salt, yeah.
yeah, yeah, tablespoon, yeah, and yeah, you can put more
Each, right?
lemon to
A
make it
tablespoon.
easier because it's quite yeah, salty. But if you put lemon and it's nice, you know,
Oh yeah,
it's kind of similar to like sauerkraut we have in our countries.
yeah.
You can drink that. That's quite salty as well and makes you go.
Yeah. Shavanu kapusta.
Yes. Yes.
Good. Do you have anybody else has a question? Or am I interrupting? Judith, are you through? Judith, are you through?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody has a question. If there's no question for Aranka or anybody else, I just need to put some things clear. By the way, as we are talking, the points are just going. I was trying to see if we have talked about this, that. We have almost finished what we wanted to speak about today. So what I've also realized with this kind of this changing from just dry fast to autonomous, we take advantage of that insomnia. You know, when you're doing dry fast without the knowledge of autonomous lifestyle, we struggle with what we call insomnia, where you don't sleeplessness, where you try to sleep, you force yourself to sleep, but you're not sleeping. But now, because we have now known without sleeping, it is going to be to our advantage. One of the times that Lana was talking about importance of sleep deprivation, and she was saying it's used to heal, to cure people in the hospital with the psychosis issues, with the mental health issues. So it's like, if you don't sleep, just like when you stop eating and drinking, there's advantage for that. The one for dry fast. Also, stopping sleep has a healing effect. That's what we realize. I just met it in the Svetlana's meetings. So I'm thinking we flow. If you are going for, in this August fast, this was the briefings that we needed to get. If you're going for the fast for 11 days, if you feel you want to go for 11 days, take advantage of the timing. When you reach day 5 and above, as the sleep is disappearing, help it disappear. Don't force yourself to go and sleep. Help it disappear. Now you can give yourself some work, and make sure that you are going slowly by slowly. Let's say naturally, you are day 1 you slept, you sleep. Day 2 the sleep is going. Day 3, day 4 the sleep is still going. Maybe you have been sleeping 5 hours, now you're sleeping 3 hours. Then day 5, 2 hours. When you reach day 6, maybe sleep 1 hour. Day 7, don't sleep. Day 8, don't sleep. Day 9, don't sleep. You will sleep when now you have come back. You are now, the way Aranka said with her own experience, that after taking water, she just realized that now the sleep has come back from 2 hours to 5 hours. So that's how I'm thinking. And no, for us who do dry fast for healing, we also encourage that sleep. There's a point when you are recovering, when you are rehydrating and eating, you need to sleep to help the body also heal. Give the body time to heal, just like when you are taking the right nutrition, the right things that you need to eat. That's my take. I don't know what people think, but that's what I'm thinking. The other thing I also want to talk about is on this message reaching others. I already talked about it a little, but we need to live. If perhaps I go away today, if perhaps I'm not on earth today, have I left something behind for people who are coming? Maybe the people I've not met here, the people have not even watched those YouTube videos, not read any book I've written or something. So what am I leaving behind for the next generation? I'm not looking at myself. I'm looking at beyond the timing we are in, because we are not here forever, and there's time for everything. Are we leaving a blessing for the people who are going to come later after us? Are we leaving a blessing for our children? This is something that I carry as a burden. And apart from that, how do we reach everybody else on the face of the earth? Because we have realized this is total freedom. If you know to do the dry fast properly, and now the autonomous living, you don't need anything else. You are not going to be finding yourself in the doctor's office for private consultations. You're not going to be paying. You're not going to be paying anyone for your health, because now you have become your own doctor. Your body becomes, you have given your body the chance to do its work. So how can it reach the rest of the other people? This is what you are doing, having these meetings, spreading this news, and keep on spreading. I already told you, you can form even a group. Me, I'm not owning anyone. If you feel you want to reach other people, like Judith, you said you started a group. Did you say Hungarian or in Hungarian?
Yes, I have a Facebook page. I in Hungarian. Yes, I haven't guided. Well, some people reach out to me to ask questions, and I used to hold little seminars for 1 or 2 hours when I talk about fasting and giving tips. And some people ask me, but I haven't actually guided a group as such. Or
what you are doing is already on the right path, because so long as you have touched even one life, just one. You don't know how many that life can change, how many people that person is going to change. So you are doing the right thing. You have our blessings. Keep doing it. Congratulations. Keep doing it. Keep doing it up to your capacity. Yeah, do it to the best level. Because the way we are like, how can I call this? we are coming from a point of a lower level, according to the world. We are like people who have lost their mind. What are you people talking about? Dry fast, what is this? And with this lower mind, the way they are seeing us, people are coming from low level, these are humble, down. If we spread this news very committedly, and people start to learn it and start to change, they will realize that they're the ones who are the wrong, the ones who are actually lower. We are actually having the super mind. Later, we are very okay. We keep on spreading the news without fear, without fear, with any means we can find. Another thing that I also needed to do, and I will still insist to you, people let us take advantage of our communities where we can spread this news to people, bring it in a way, don't bring it once. There's one time I was talking to a person about dry fast, and I just started, and the person told me, I've done fastings, I've done 3 days dry, I've done, I don't know what, 7 days. And then I thought the person is mature to get these things. I started to speak everything. Hey, reached a point where I was like, no, that one, no. I told her, she was a lady. I was like telling her, if you do total dry fast, you don't bathe. That one for not bathing, no. So I could not continue talking to her. She closed totally. So when you start, don't go very much. Give your knowledge with some restrictions. Give as if you are mean with your knowledge. If somebody's pressing, okay. Somebody asking questions, that's okay. You'll flow. But if you just give everything once, because people have believed so many other things that are lies. Accepting the truth now looks like lie. If somebody tells you I can live without water for more than 5 days, no, actually it's always 3 days. They say 3 days you will die. But now you're telling this person, me here, I have done 9 days dry fast. What is that? You are lying. That's what they say. So you take them step by step, those who don't know, step by step. Another thing that I also wanted to, this is very, very important. Our motivation, and especially me. What motivates me to keep going? What is the intention for doing all this? It is for people to be free worldwide, to know the truth. You know, when you know the truth, you become free. You become free. And if people get free, they'll be free from bondages like sicknesses. They're not going to have sicknesses. They'll be free from every kind of a bondage, whatever name of the thing called bondage. So that's the main thing that motivates us, that you can bless others with your knowledge, and this knowledge and the experiences or the things you have done. And this one is from our religious perspective. When fasting, when you fast, according to our religious book, Bible, that is the Isaiah, we are supposed to help the poor. And for me, the people who are poor here, these people don't have knowledge. Those who don't have knowledge about these things that we already know, we may not know everything. We are still learning in part, step by step. But those people don't know totally. They need to be told. So you should be free with your knowledge, and sometimes some people feed people. But now I'm wondering, in the Bible, you fed me because I was hungry. You gave me water because I was thirsty. So many of you clothed me because I didn't have clothes. But for us, those who are fasting, this is a question I want to ask you. Would you buy for the poor? Let's see, for example, you get a person who is in the street, and this is a street boy. Would you buy for this person food? This is a question I really need to know. No, you have denied yourself. You have denied yourself food because you know why food is not. You are not supposed to take food. And now, yeah.
I want them to make the choice. I don't want to be their babysitter. Oh. So they come to my car and they put out their cup, and obviously, I thought maybe if I share the bread I bought for my daughter, I'll give it to them. But they always decline. So it's okay. They want to make their own choice. So I just give them a $20 once a week. Again, it doesn't hurt. I think we should help them.
Thank you. So you will leave them because at least they still don't know about fasting unless you get their time and tell them. Because by the way, people like that, if you teach them even fasting, I'm sure it will change their life totally. If you tell them, if you do this and this, they'll get out of the street because their spirit will open up. Yeah. And even their mind will start to think, how can I do the right thing? How can I they'll get out from that thing of beggarly of, I need this. Exactly. They will now start to think how to get themselves out from that place. And if they had issues with the mental issues, 7 days dry fast, by the way, solves that mental issues.
Right.
Somebody who can do a consistent 7-day dry fast is the person had mental issues to come up well. That's
Frederick,
something.
most of these people are mentally really already fragmented. They've been abused, grew up like that. Most of them that I see in Toronto or in Winnipeg, they are just, they're not beyond help. They just need that little push, but they usually don't listen. And I can, if I go to the lighthouse and say, well, you guys don't need to eat, they'll just kill me. They'll just chase me away because they're so hungry.
And some of
Right.
them are in also drugs and all those other things that controlling them, the influence of control. Otherwise, you have given me the answer. You give them a choice. You don't. Yeah. Thank you. So I think most of the things I needed to talk. Okay, this one is very important. Energy, money. Money is energy. Like now, when you give to those people, it's like a connection. Exactly. From you to them.
It makes me feel good just for a little while, 5 minutes.
Hey, I've also done with the street boys. I went, gave them some amount of money. And at that time, I feel as if they're pulling something from me. And I feel like I don't want to leave them. Yeah, I'm like, no. You are family to me. So there's energy exchange. At the time you give to them, you also allow for the flow, because now you are giving, you are like a river. No. Let me give an example of a lake that has an outlet. You have other rivers that are bringing in, you are receiving like this knowledge, you're receiving this positive energy, and then now you are giving it out. There's an outlet that has to flow. So that brings a balance on your side also. So
You sound like my husband who says I evaporate the money.
Yes. So we need to exercise it to the poor. This one I'm not saying, oh, direct it where? Direct it where you feel there is a need. Direct where you feel there's a need. Yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm almost through. Thank you so much, Aranka. This one is the last one. Activated charcoal. This is just by the way. Dr. Finalov talked about it. He said, small one. You don't need to use activated charcoal every now and then, unless you have been taking medication. And he was recommending maybe once in a year. If you have taken consistent medication for maybe, let's say, 3 months, then when you have stopped the medication for some time, you allow yourself, then now you can take the activated charcoal. The way he recommended 4 times, before meals, 1 hour before meal, you take 2 tablets like that for every 4 meals, the 3 of them. Don't take activated charcoal every now and then. As in, before you do any fast, you take activated charcoal. No. It should take you a period of a full year, actually. That's what he recommended. And lastly, Dr. Filov has sent us the details of payment for the Montenegro fast. And this is only for those people who are interested, because I've looked at the amount there. Before you get the air ticket, they've already scared me. I don't know, because I don't have so much dollars in my hands. So if you are interested, I will share with you. That way I can share in the group directly, because it will discourage other people. So I will share with those people who are interested, who wants to go to Montenegro. He says he has his own translators. He has organized for lectures that he's going to be giving himself. He's going to give those lectures there. And you're also going to have a translator that is with you 24 hours. 24 hours. You're not going to have a problem with translations for those who want to go. And he also talk about the massage that is going to practice. He will be sending us another video just to do introduction. But this I can call it what? This one that has lists of what to pay, how much to pay, which day, which rooms are shared. There's a room that you can be alone. The prices are different. So I'm going to share that. What do people think? Should I just share it in the group? Is that really wisdom?
Yeah.
I just share it in the group the way it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good idea.
You so much.
I have a question, Frederick.
Frederick.
Mhm.
Oh,
Sorry.
Okay, so you had said that 7 days resolves mental issues. Is that a prescription from Dr. Filinoff?
Exactly.
Okay,
But from Svetlana, it is 5 days with sleep deprivation.
okay.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference. Thank you. Chata, I thought you wanted to ask some question.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on this beautiful conversation you started, Frederick, and I wanted to mention that Aranka and Frederick, it's beautiful that you give either food or money, and I think it's the way you give it, right? If it comes from the heart, that's already a gesture and energy of love in whatever material form. But I also want to add that it's for us to come up with new and creative ideas how to reach them. Just because
Wow.
if we say, oh, they don't eat and this and they don't understand it, well, why do we give up there? Like, there are creative new ways that we can reach these people, but we got to work together. And like, it might not be just up to Aranka or Frederick or said person when you meet these people to tell them, but maybe it's like, work in a team, have a community center, and then there are different phases and levels, whether it's through offering a free game night, offering ecstatic dance.
Wow, 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 wow. We lost you. We lost her. She was saying so some important. Okay, you're back. I can see she's coming back and going. She lost her. But you're saying a very important thing, Chata. We should not give up. We should also
Sorry.
involve them. Yeah, okay. You're back.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm back. And like through these 3 different offerings, whether it's like ecstatic dance for children, whatever, then we can reach them with these deeper wisdoms and knowledge. But we first got to reach them, make contact, trust, love. Above anything, they just need some more love and attention. So anyway, it's just something I felt to share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I've gotten your point, and it's like you can create something like a fellowship where these people are consistently seeing you up for some time, maybe particular people. I'm just giving an example, so that there will be that consistency. It's like you're developing from one point to another with particular people or group. As you go, you'll be able also one time to teach them slowly by slowly, step by step. After they have loved you, they've gotten used to you, they will be able to listen to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I don't know if somebody else has something else that you want to say, but as for me, I think I have exhausted almost everything I needed to say. Jula, hi. Sarah, I see you. I see Laura. Thank you so much. I had also seen Lakshmi. Sarah, you want to say something?
Hi, good to see all of you guys. Maybe just to add to the food and what Chata was just saying, even if people are hungry, when you come that pile of love, that over fountain of love, we forget everything that's not real because it's not real. So when something meets you that is real, that is coming from that eternal place that you do recognize as home, the convenient thing is that everyone recognizes that as home, but it's really not being offered so much. So we are able to offer that. So just backing what she's saying and then even relating it to people that are true, they would say, wait, what do you mean I'm hungry? But when you roll up with actual love that is overflowing and overwhelming and real and connecting, we all, even all of us, we forget that we're hungry, we leave that dimension. So just, saying also that we are doing this is real and these things are possible. And thank you all.
Oh.
And Sarah, that's so beautiful also because
Oh.
love is a universal language. So even whatever country you're in and you don't speak the language, you can come with that. Just a crying child who's hungry, just sitting next to them and holding them. Wow, they probably haven't been held in years. Little things are such a big thing, actually. I love what you share. Thank you.
Yes, thank you all.
It's touching me so much. Do you know what I'm feeling already? I am feeling now we have gotten a purpose. We can't just be fasting for ourselves alone. We are fasting for even these people still don't even know the fast. And then we express that through love. We show them that love. We share with them that love. Wow, wow. That is it. Thank you
And-
so much, people. I thought I'm the one coming to tell you things. You have blessed me. I'm really touched. Wow, thank you so much. Julia is saying hi, Frederick. Incredible inspiration to listen to your story and where you are coming from. I am on my second day dry fast now. Movement is key. Yeah, keep moving, keep dancing, work out, but don't overdo it. Just make sure that you do it averagely. What somebody wants to say something before we
Yeah,
can?
Frederick, I just wanted to add one more thing, what you started in the beginning, like, share the wisdom slow, that not everyone can receive it. But again, reiterating what we were just saying, if you just show up being the example with your bubble of, a fountain of love, and that's how you walk the world. Well, and then later they find out that you're not even eating, sleeping, and this, well, they can't be scared of it because look at this shining person. They must be doing something right, So you're really shining the example, and your words don't even matter, or the words and the information can come later.
You are vibrating already with that love, and they can feel it. It will be flowing from you, going to them. Wow. So thank you, people. I'm really blessed with you people today, and we have to come to a conclusion unless somebody else has something to say before we end up this meeting. We wrap it up. Okay, if there's nobody else, thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Aranka, for sharing your stories, and thank you everybody else who came into this meeting. We can wrap it up, and I'm going only to share this into the dry fasting group. This is for dry fasting, I think. I'm not going to share it to the public it's going to be unlisted. I'm not going to share it to the public in YouTube. Thank you, and bye.
Thanks, everybody.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.